So you like to cook shit. You like to cook lasagna? Try mine. Now, you don't have to cook it this way or use these ingredients. You don't, like say, champignons. Don't use them. This is just the way I make it. You will need either a splash of oil, cooking oil, not motor oil, shouldn't have to say, or a knob of butter. Professionals prefer oil, but butter's very nice. 500 grams of diced bacon, a kilo or 2.5 pounds of a beef mince, 2 diced tomatoes. I use fresh gourmet over tinned. About 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. A jar's worth of pasta sauce. You can cheat and go a store-bought, or if you can make your own, 1 or 2 diced bell peppers. 400 or 500 grams of mushrooms. Herbs and spices to taste. For lasagna, I would lay off the chipotle, the chilies, the hot stuff. About 2 tablespoons of sweet chili sauce. 3 tablespoons of secret Big Mac burger sauce. 1 or 2 tins of champignons. These are like tinned mushrooms. Most markets should have them. And a bottle of lemonade, of all things. Kirk's, I find, works best. I'll show why. You'll also need a big knob of butter, about a cup of plain flour, 600 mils of milk, herbs, spices, about 500 grams of cheese. Tasty works best. Mozzarella if you don't want the cheese taste, Mersey Valley if you're serving for billionaires' families or someone you want to sleep with, and lasagna sheets. At least 20. Okay, over medium heat, put the butter or oil in an electric hot pot or a large saucepan. Then add the bacon. Cook until it's at least cooked rare. Add the mince, brown it off. Once it's cooked, try and cook off the oil and fat. Not a deal breaker if you don't, just better if you do. Here you can add a glass of red wine, any will do, and cook the booze off. Put it on low heat, add the tomatoes and mix it through. Add the tomato paste, do the same. Add the jar of sauce, mix that through. Now, pour a dribble of lemonade in the jar, shake it up, pour it in. Not only does this take care of the residue, it tones down the acidity of the paste. Add the bell peppers, mix them through. Add the mushrooms, mix them through. Now herbs and spices. Try a mixture of basil, oregano, sage, pizza topper, garlic for that bolognese taste, seasoning like Portuguese chicken for that savory flavor, Cajun for that sweet heat. Mix your choice of herbs and spices through. Add the sweet chili and Big Mac sauce. This cheats a little of giving the lasagna or bechamel taste. Drain the champignons and add. Mix. Finally, add another dribble of lemonade. Cover, simmer for at least an hour. 2. Longer the better. Check on it occasionally. Feel free to add a sauce or a spice or a seasoning if you feel it needs it. Like half an hour before cooking, preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. Say 200 Celsius. In another saucepan on lowish heat. You want a big knob of butter. Slowly add the flour. You don't want to use too much, just enough so you can fry it off and it cooks into a paste. Slowly add the milk and mix it through. When it thickens, add a little more. While you're at it, add a heaping of salt, nutmeg, seasoning of your choice. Again, Portuguese chicken works really well. Once you use all the milk, add most of the cheese. Leave enough to spread on top. Melt this through, then kill the heat and get a big, deep baking dish. Sauce first on the bottom. You really fuck it up if the first layer is the pasta sheets. It has to be the sauce first. Thin layer. Cover with the sheets. Repeat. Should hunt enough for at least 4 layers, otherwise as many times as you like, as long as the pan doesn't overflow. When you run low on meat sauce, reintroduce that cheese sauce you just made to the heat and melt it until runny, then pour half of it over a fresh layer of pasta. Use up any meat sauce you have left, cover with the sheets, pour the rest of the cheese sauce on, any bits of meat left, on top, with the cheese you saved. Add a garnish if you like, in the oven. About 45 minutes in there will do it. Far from the healthiest thing in the world, but tasty as fuck. Great for the old weather. Don't need a lot to satisfy, but it's very Moorish. That means you want to eat it until it's gone. If you at least pretend to try and have a little self-discipline, this good shit should last a fair few days.